Here is a new AK47 or AKM machine gun style gel ball blaster from the brand MINOSNEO. It's kind of interesting. Just today, someone commented and asked about this blaster and I said, I don't know, I haven't seen it yet. And then it showed up today. So, hey, here it is. Anyway, we'll go ahead and do a little unboxing, talking about kind of everything that you see here. This is everything that comes in the box, and we'll put it together while we do that, and I'll kind of talk about it. And of course, then we'll do a demo and some FPS tests, see how strong it shoots, right? So, of course, they give you some safety glasses. That's nice, right? Make sure you're wearing some sort of eye protection. That's nice. They include that. They also include this. So we've seen this. This is just the second time now. So this is really just some camouflage tape that you could use to customize your blaster. So I guess that's just a nice little bonus. They do give you a sling. You know, it's one of these slings. I don't know how many of you guys end up using these, but they give you a sling. So that's a little bonus, I guess, as well. One pack of gel beads. So that's good. You know, you don't need to use them all at once. This is still about 5,000 gel beads. So that's quite a bit to do at once. Just remember with the gel beads, right? Plenty of space to grow, plenty of water to feed them, and 4 to 6 hours. At that time, as long as you have space left over in the container and water left over, then you know they grew big enough, drain it off, and you can store them for up to 2 weeks. Okay? Just never store them in the magazine. You could probably store them in here for several days if you have the lid on it. So this is just a little kind of extra storage for gel balls. And then, of course, you got this little funnel top that helps to fill up that magazine, right? So let's talk about the magazine. Not motorized. It does have a nice big opening, so it is nice to when you're filling it up, right? But of course, with these, it is critical that you prime them. So I'm not going to be able to shoot this after this video, so I'm not going to fill it up right now. But what we do is we fill it up, and I'll show this in the demo video. You're going to click this about 5 seconds till gel ball pops out the top. That means your feeding tube is full, and then it's ready to go. You need to make sure to do that all the time when you fill up the magazine, right? So you're always going to need to prime it. So just know that that's an expectation. If you get a blaster like this, you're going to need to do that in order for it to work right. And as long as you're cool with that, then this can be the right blaster for you. So, all right, the battery, nice big battery. Doesn't say on here how big it is or how many mAh it is. It appears to be two of those, the 18750 batteries right here together. It's probably 7.4 volt. It's probably 1200 mAh, but that's just a good guess. It's a 3-pin connection, which we've seen on a few blasters. And then here's, of course, your USB charger. Just plug it into any 1 amp or greater AC adapter and charge that up. Little front grip here, right? It comes to you in pieces, so you do need to put the screw in. You need to put the little nut there. You need to put this plastic piece on, and they give you a couple extra pieces. So just that's okay if you notice that you didn't not do it right. They give you a couple extras. The scope here has this kind of cool feature where it flips to the side and you can use the manual sights. So let's start putting it together. We'll go ahead and put the stock on first. That's where your battery is going to go. So we're just going to feed the harness through there. And hopefully it slides through nicely. There we go. It wants a little bit of assistance. So this is going to go on. You'll see there's some notches in here. So it goes on like this, and then you turn it, and it's locked in place. Now, this is something you don't need to be removing after you put it on. Open it up. There's our battery harness. So we'll grab it. Now, this stock is set up nicely so that you see there, there we go. You got one spot for the battery, which is pretty cool. So you can slide your battery in here and then keep your wires over here to the side. So that's a nice feature. And then your wires can just tuck right above it in its own little spot. Close that down. So this has the safety right here. We've seen that on a couple. So when you're in safety, you can go ahead, shoot single shot manual like that, and then drop it into automatic. So I do like this when they have this kind of switch, just kind of a little more realistic, kind of cool. So the barrel is just going to push in here. You can see that it's going to line up with that, and you're just going to push it in. This is very similar to like how the Anstoy AKM47 connects. It's actually probably, it's not the same identical everything, but this part definitely is. Now, once you push this in, it is pretty hard to take out. So it's not made to be removed all the time. If you try to remove it, it is likely that you're going to break it unless you unscrew this here to loosen it first before you take it out, okay? So keep that in mind. And again, there's no real reason to be taking it apart unless you're traveling. So obviously we showed you the trigger. Here's your magazine release button, and here's your mag well. So your magazine, after you prime it and fill it, just going to click right in there, and then you're just going to push that to release it. All right, so very easy. So we got that all set up. So it's pretty much ready to go now. We just can throw some accessories on. So the way this one is set up, you do actually need to kind of find two spots in between, you know, find that little groove right here, and then set that screw in there and then tighten it down. All right, so you can just tighten that down there. This, you tighten down with this. I think it's loose enough to slide on. Yep. So you can just slide it on and then tighten it. There is a little bit of adjustment that you can get with the scope, but as you know, I tell you guys all the time, these are pretty much for cosmetics. But this is cool. You can flip it to the side like that and then use the manual sight. So I like that. So there you go. Pretty much ready to use. So I will fill it up and prime it, show you guys. I'll go over that again before we do a demo, and we'll shoot it. It'll be interesting to see where this is at for FPS. You know, we've seen one other manual one that was hitting 200. So maybe this one will too. I just don't know. So again, the brand is MINOSNEO on Amazon. Obviously, links in the description. So please comment, please like, ask some questions, make sure you're subscribed, and participate in all the giveaways. Thanks.